Hello, this is Chris Mitchell, editor-in-chief of BattleRap.com. I'm joined over the phone today by someone, in fact, the only person who is at the Quiet Room event in New York on Sunday, April 5th, and also at day one of Don't Flop's Resurrection in Atlanta on April 3rd, I believe it was. His name is Automatic Ray. How are you, Ray?
I'm pretty good, man. Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm very good. I'm excited to hear about both these events because I've seen a lot of photos from them, and I don't really understand what I'm seeing. Let's start with the Stone Cold Stunner that I saw. There's photos and footage of a guy with like a yoga mat on the floor and a bunch of like what looked like cheerleader pom-poms on the floor, giving his opponent the Stone Cold Stunner. Tell me what happened there, first of all.
Yeah, that's J-Dot. J-Dot, man. Shout out to him. He's crazy, man. He's a character. I can't even, to be honest with you, I can't even remember dude's name that he battled. I just remember in the battle, he was rapping, and somehow his verse managed to incorporate him throwing pom-poms at somebody. And also, I believe, a pair of underwear, some cargo shorts, and at some point, Stone Cold stunned him, man. It was crazy because you could kind of tell that it was getting ready to happen, but you didn't know it was going to be a Stone Cold Stunner. You just knew he was getting ready to do something real off the wall. Because why would you just randomly have a yoga mat in the floor? Man, clearly that was to keep somebody from getting killed as they hit the floor. But yeah, it was crazy.
Now, how did the opponent react?
Well, he was a bit dazed. He was stunned afterwards for a minute. I mean, they ended up doing an interview with somebody though after the battle, and it was cool, man. They dapped it up. J-Dot, he told him he appreciated him being a good sport about it, and then they went on with their evening.
Wow, it's the funny thing is it's not even the first Stone Cold Stunner like in the last month, because Daylight did it to Lush 1 in when he battled Uno Lavos too.
Yeah, the only difference between this one and the one that Daylight did was that when Daylight did it, it looked more like it was for the culture, and when J-Dot did it, it looked like somebody was going down, right. Like it was game over.
Oh my god. And who is this J-Dot? I saw a few people like excited that he was making his return. You say he's crazy. Like, what has he done in the past?
I mean, I'm not familiar with his other work before this battle. This was my first time seeing him. I definitely plan to, look into him and see what's going on. But it's just crazy because he's dope because his energy is real live in the room, and he's one of those guys that just like he doesn't give a fuck about anything. Like nothing that's going on around him matters because as long as he's rapping, he's only concerned with that. So you could be talking through his entire round, and he's still gonna win because he's J-Dot. He's gonna get this off, and you might get hit with a wrestling move.
Right. And does he come across as like a kind of Daylight clone with the antics, or is he his own man?
Nah, he's definitely not a Daylight clone. He's his own person. He's his own person completely. His energy's not even the same as Daylight's in the room. Like Daylight, everybody likes Daylight, and they pay attention to Daylight in the room. But Daylight's not. His energy's not the same as this guy. They're completely different. This guy is more like aggressive, in your face. It's like if Math was like hype the entire battle, and then decided to put you on a Stone Cold Stunner.
Right. Interesting. Was the Stone Cold Stunner the closer to the battle, or did he have more material after it?
No, I think there was more material after it. But it was a defining moment. It was like, where this is going. You can't win after that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you say. You just got hit with the stunner, man. That's it. You lost.
Let's talk about your battle versus Dre Dennis and Steams. Both of those guys were coming off of URL performances recently. Dre Dennis got some nice buzz off the Tink the Demon battle. He also got clowned by Daylight for the PG step dance moves, and I thought also kind of handled his response well in kind of clowning Daylight back. And then Steams had the battle with Rum Nitty on URL West Coast, which people loved. So both these guys had a lot of momentum going to this battle, and Steams was a replacement for Hazy Williams out of iBattle. So it was kind of like I guess you had a few weeks notice before that switch, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Once we realized that Hazy wasn't going to be able to do it, or whatever the case may have been, whatever encouraged that decision, Steams didn't waste any time. He jumped on it, which is good because it was like, that definitely made the battle. Not only did it make the battle better, I think, but it made it more beneficial for everybody involved.
How so?
Well, because not to take anything away from Hazy, but Steams as an addition to the battle, Steams being as bar heavy as he is, you know what I'm saying, and having a URL name, you know what I'm saying, in comparison to Dre Dennis, who's been on that URL platform now, and also has a buzz, and then me, like I have a buzz, but I haven't touched URL, but people know me for being bar heavy. It was kind of like it was an interesting perspective for the battle. It was a crazy clash, you know what I'm saying, of personalities and resumes. You know what I mean, and it was really dope.
And until Dre Dennis choked.
Yeah, well, Dre made the mistake of thinking that he could waltz into this and it would be a walk in the park. You know what I mean? I think Dre honestly believed that for whatever reason, because I had not touched the URL stage, that the pressure wouldn't be put on it. You know what I mean? That it wouldn't be applied until Steams went, and then I went, and then he seen what he was up against, and I think the pressure just got to him. I think he wasn't ready, and then he choked. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, I don't feel like, I'm not taking nothing away from him because he was doing his thing, but it's just like, bro, you can't get out here and play around with me, man. This ain't a game. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this for shits and giggles. Like, this is real.
And but Dre recovered in the second, right?
Yeah, in the second, he did his thing in the second. But see, here's the thing though. Even though he had some hot bars in the second, he still kind of stumbled through it. Like he slipped up at certain points, froze, almost choked again. You know what I'm saying? He stumbled through it. So it was just like when you got two other cats rapping that go through everything and don't stumble at all. You know what I'm saying? Then it cancels you out.
And we should mention too, for anyone who doesn't know, that this was like a triple threat match. So it's the three MCs, and you each spit 2 rounds. That's right?
Yeah.
Cool. What was it like being in a 3-person match, assuming this is your first one?
That kind of pressure is completely different from a regular battle, because in a regular battle, you're concerned with outbarring one person. I mean, as opposed to doing a triple threat match, man. Especially if you fuck around and get 2 people that are really nice, then it's like, yo, you got to dodge getting bodied by 2 people.
Right.
That's pressure. That's real pressure. You know what I'm saying? That could make or break you. It's crazy. So it was definitely an interesting experience, you know what I mean? But I held my own, man. I don't fuck around. I held my own, and it came out. It was dope.
Nice. And there were two other triple threats on the card. Did XL versus Craig Lamar versus Danger Zone go down?
Oh yeah, it went down.
How did it go?
It went down, man. All 3 of them definitely came with, crazy material. But man, Danger Zone was just, I don't even know how to describe it. I think at one point he turned into a unicorn. I'm not sure. Danger Zone is just, he's fucking amazing, man. I don't know how to describe that guy properly. I don't think there are words in the English dictionary that can describe what he did last night. That man is amazing.
It's crazy that you're saying that because, you know, for a long time, Danger Zone had a reputation as, oh, his pen's good, but he's not a good performer, or he's boring or whatever. But, you know, I saw him versus Cortez at Duel in the Desert, and he had one of the performances of the night. I interviewed, who did I interview? Excel about the performance Danger Zone had against Lotta Zay at Battle on Olympus. And Excel was saying the same thing, that Danger left Earth. We haven't seen the footage yet from that. And now you're saying it. So I guess Danger Zone has figured out, I guess, what his deficiencies were and fixed them.
Yeah, he's not playing, man. He's not playing. I don't know what he did. I'm guessing maybe he got the secret stuff, the Space Jam water. I don't know what it is.
Just cocaine. He's doing cocaine.
Yeah, hey man, listen, if it is and it's working for him, fuck it.
He's probably not doing cocaine.
I don't think he is, but if he was, and it's making him rap like that, I'm buying an ounce tomorrow. That's fucking amazing.
And Craig Lamar, one of your kind of co-league mates from Spit Dat Heat, he had some crazy battles at the end of last year. Him and Chef Trez was amazing. He had another one, I forget who it was against, but he had kind of two battles late in the year that got a lot of attention from, you know, people who know what's up down there.
Yeah, Craig's been around for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Craig's been doing his thing. You know, it took everybody a while to recognize him for what he does and to really pay attention to him. But Craig's been dope for a while, man. You know, Craig was doing his thing down in grind time in Florida for a while.
Right.
And man, it's just when I spoke to him, man, I just remember having a conversation with him one day. I was like, yo, listen, we need to get you up here. And you know, when the proper channels were communicated through and everybody was reached out to, he needed to be spoken to. You know, we got him up there and he fucking killed it, man.
Nice. And how did Excel do?
Excel always does well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Excel's dope, man. Excel's bar heavy. You know what I'm saying? The bro is always really, really good at what he does, man. It's like I said, it's not that nobody was whack. What it came down to was, can you beat Danger Zone right now? And the answer was no. No, you can't. You cannot do it. Right now, Danger Zone is on God mode. I don't know what happened, but somewhere along the line, he just took off, and he's on a warpath right now. Like he's killing everything.
Good. It's good to see. You know, because he definitely takes the craft seriously, and I've never seen him like half-ass a performance. Really, he's always there. He's always good. Let's talk about the main event of the night: Daylight versus Chef Trez versus Adi Boom. Daylight obviously is Daylight. About a week ago, I watched him walk out of a battle with Roan, and you know that definitely filled up timelines for the few days after. Chef Trez is an up-and-comer, again, from Spit Dat Heat, one of the most promising guys. Him and Flacco, I thought, had one of the most slept-on battles of last year in Spit Dat Heat. And then Boom has been another guy who's, like Danger Zone, steadily improving. So, yeah, what was the battle like between the three of them?
Man, Boom was in rare form last night. It was crazy. Like he came out of left field swinging, and it was just like, oh man, Boom was on his shit. Trez and Daylight was doing their thing too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't overly dominated by any one person. Like it wasn't like any one person was just taking it all. You know what I'm saying? And shitting on anybody. But it was a good battle. Trez slipped up in the first. You know what I'm saying? He fucked up, but he didn't choke. You know what I'm saying? He slipped up, forgot his bar, so he freestyled. Then, you know, got back into his shit. And, you know what I mean? He pulled a vet move. He didn't give up. He didn't just quit. You know what I'm saying? Or let the camera and the lights and everything get to him and fuck him up. He did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And then he came back strong in the second. So, you know what I'm saying? It looked good for him.
So he
As far as Daylight is concerned, man, Daylight he was Daylight. I mean, I don't know what other way to put that. He did his thing last night, man.
Antics from him yesterday?
Nope, none. He was no antics Daylight yesterday.
And were the bars hot?
The bars were dope. Daylight was definitely on his shit. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, it's always interesting. Daylight, when he puts on the antics, it's all anybody talks about. And when I was looking at my timelines this morning, I wondered if the battle had even happened, just because I didn't see any real buzz about it. So he kind of has a point when he says, like, people only pay attention when he does something crazy or something to piss people off. That's kind of how it always works, though, is that, like, the controversy is all anyone talks about after the events happened, and then the battle is all anyone talks about once the footage drops.
That's real.
Anything else? Oh, I guess in some of the photos I saw a green screen. Can you talk about what's going on with that?
Yeah, the green screen stuff, man. The premise of doing that, was meant for the bars to be animated somewhat behind, the actual battle itself going on. More or less just like they were going to use it to just kind of help bring out the battle. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it a little bit more entertaining. So I'm not sure exactly how they're going to go about doing that. But I know, that was the generalized game plan for it.
Did you see the Sue Surf versus Daylight footage from Gladiator School?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No.
It was just, it was really like, it was like, I don't want to say it was cheap, but it was cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of like, for what it should have been, like, for what they were planning to do with it, it looked like it was thrown together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus, it was way too much. Like, it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was too much. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I thought it would have looked. It would have been really cool if it was like 2003 right now.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess Queen's Flip can look at that and learn from it and hopefully improve on it.
Yeah. It's going to be, I think it's going to be dope, though, however they orchestrate it. But the other angle that they used, besides the green screen, the angle they used, like, the cage with the lights, like, oh, man. It's going to be crazy when you see the footage. It looks really dope.
Cool. Anything else from the event? I saw Jazz was in the building. Any other kind of notable names that were there?
Yeah, Jazz was in the building. Smack was in the building. Smack hosted the battles.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It was dope, man. Shout out to Smack. That was dope. It was good to see him come through. You know what I'm saying? He was there. T-Rex was there. I mean, it was a lot of people in the building. You know what I'm saying? Of course, 100 Bars magazine was in the building. There's a lot of people there. So it was dope.
Yeah, we tried to have one of our writers there, but it was Easter dinner, so we couldn't make it out.
Good thing I don't believe in Easter.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want religion getting in the way of your battle career.
No, fuck that. I ain't got time for that.
What was the battle of the night at the New York event?
You know what? It's hard to call, man. I know it might have been me and Steens and Dre.
Nice work. No bias.
No, not at all. I'm not towards, even when it deals with me, even when I'm talking about myself. Like if I got washed, I'll say I got washed. I can't be biased.
Well, you're never gonna make a top tier if you admit to losses.
Oh yeah, you're right. I definitely shouldn't do that, but oh well.
Yeah. And was there anyone on the undercard at the the Quiet Room event that we should keep an eye out for?
Let's see. I mean, everybody was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody showed up to do what it is they were supposed to do. So, I mean, really, anybody that was on that card is definitely worth looking out for.
So let's talk about the Don't Flop Day 1. You battled A-Class in the main event. Break that battle down for me, too.
Yeah. That battle, man, listen, the pay-per-view drops tomorrow. So that's going to be, I'm looking forward to that because I'm very, very excited about that. I'm ready to see that battle. It's going to be fucking crazy.
A-Class is another guy who's been kind of on a low-key killing spree right now. I don't think he's had a bad performance in his last 3 or 4 battles. And he's a vet from the Grind Time era as well.
Yeah, I mean, the only battle I've really seen him lose that he's had, like out of the last few battles he did, I feel like Megadeth beat him. But other than that, like, I don't know. I mean, he's been doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But A-Class is a cool guy, man. I fuck with A-Class. He's real humble. You know what I'm saying? And he takes his craft serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we battled, I mean, I wasn't expecting him to be whack or anything, but I wasn't expecting him to approach the battle the way he did. Because I'm thinking, A-Class is going to walk into it with the frame of mind, like, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to try to outbar you. A-Class didn't do that. That's not what he did. A-Class is smart because he knows I'm bar heavy. He didn't play that game with me. What he did was he came out there, he brought some bars, and then he brought a lot of jokes. He was hilarious. Like he said some shit. I'm telling you now, when the battle drops, some of the shit he said, they're gonna be memes. I'm gonna be some shit for like the rest of the year. When you hear it, you're gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna call Raiders for the rest of the year. So he definitely was not playing. He roasted the shit out of me for 3 rounds. It was crazy.
Amazing.
But yeah, it was a good battle. It was a great battle. My whole approach to the battle was I was trying to fucking bar his life away. Like that's all I cared about. You know what I'm saying? And I had some jokes, but I kind of knew what angle he was gonna like. I kind of knew the approach he was gonna take. I just didn't expect some of the angles he had and some of the shit he said. But as far as the jokes, I kind of figured that's where it was gonna go. So I did my best to try and like not be too funny because I mean there's only so many things you can say to A-Class. Like he's how many Asian jokes can you use?
Yeah, that's it. Because they've all been said before too.
Yeah, so there's only so many things you can say before it's like, all right, bro, we heard that. So.
Also on that card, you had Megadeth versus Mags. Who won that one?
That battle, in my personal opinion, that was battle of the night. Both of them were dope. But man, Mags left Earth. It was crazy. And then Mags is like big guy. It's like when he raps to you, he's so condescending. It's like you want to push him or you want to like pocket check him or something. But he's such a big guy that it's like if you do that and he retaliates, like if Mags swings on you and it connects, it might. So you're like, I just was steer clear of this guy because I don't want to put myself in that position.
Mags or Mega?
He's fucking Mags.
Mags. Is he huge?
Mags' arms look like fucking SUVs. He's a big. He's swole as shit.
Okay.
This guy looks like the fucking 5'8".
And I saw a lot of people talking about Lou Cypher's performance against Troy Brown as well.
That was a crazy battle, man. Shout out to both of them, man. Troy fucking Brown. I hadn't seen him in a while. I hadn't seen him battle in a while, and to see him dominate or to see him in the room like that, you know know what I'm saying? And to see him be in action, doing what he's doing, man. Troy has not lost it at all. You know what I'm saying? Troy is pound for pound one of the nicest rappers from the DMV area. Troy is ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw him in Beast Mode a few months ago, and I think it was his first performance up in Toronto, and he did well. He forgot the end of one of his rounds and was able to like coast through freestyles enough to like, you know, cruise the car into the parking lot. So you know, even when he's forgetting, he still sounds pretty good.
Yeah, he was dope in Atlanta, man. Him and Lou's, that might have been Lou's best performance. Like Lou Cypher, man, he's another one. These Florida, so a lot of these cats coming out of Florida are ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? They're definitely on my radar.
And also on that day one card, you had a few other Spit That Heat guys. You had Blick the Barbarian, and who else? You had Stebo on there. Anybody else I'm missing?
No. CT was supposed to be on there, but I think he's got some stuff going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And we just ask that he keeps his head up, man. CT's just dealing with life right now. He wasn't able to make it out.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get his battle rescheduled. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get him back on the card. But yeah, man, Stebo cooked 3-0, man. It was he won 3. There's no way. I mean, I'm pretty sure the footage might look worse, but like there's no way you can take that from me. He won 3-0. And as far as Blick is concerned, Blick just does what he does, man. Blick is he's crazy.
He's so entertaining. I love his shit. I just think he's got a great personality for all this.
Yeah, Blick is it's because you can't talk shit to Blick because that's what he does. Like Blick's whole angle is talking shit to you and you not being able to respond because he can shut everything down. He knows just what to say to everything that you say to him in response. So it's like he's got that natural air of like unfuckwitability, if it makes any sense.
And comparing the two events, how were they different from each other?
You know what, man? Honestly, the only difference between the two was that the Queens Flip shit was, in New York, and they just had Smack hosting. You know what I'm saying? The caliber of talent was just as high at the Don't Flop. The Don't Flop joint, the day one for Don't Flop. They were both on the equal playing field. Like the talent overall was amazing on both sides. So.
Dope. Cool. Word. Okay, well, let's leave it there. Automatic Ray, where can people find you on Twitter and Facebook and all those places?
Oh, man, I'm everywhere with the same handle, @Automatic Ray. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's facebook.com/Automatic Ray. Other than that, Thugs Gang, Gun Gang, TLG, Hungry to Rhyme. I'm out here. Spit That Heat. What's up?
Perfect. So keep an eye out for Automatic Ray versus A-Class coming out on the Don't Flop pay-per-view tomorrow, which is April 7th, and also on the Don't Flop channel, presumably in the months to come. And also the Automatic Ray versus Dre Dennis versus Steams on the Quiet Room channel coming soon as well. Automatic Ray, thank you very much.